Welcome back. Okay, do it again.
No, that's a good cold opener.
Welcome.
Wait, have you guys figured out like an intro?
No, we just say, hey guys, welcome back to Mutual Friends, episode 3.
Okay, so yes.
With
The answer is yes.
Chatty and Tilly.
And
Jaxon.
yes.
Hi,
I'm here.
Jaxon.
Hey guys.
Welcome.
Welcome to
How are
Mutual
we?
Friends. Good, how are
Thanks
you?
I hate this, like,
You're-
how are we? Like, we haven't been talking for
I
the
know,
last 20 minutes.
exactly. You're our first ever guest.
Oh, I know.
How does it feel?
It feels phenomenal.
Oh,
And
good.
I want to know why that is. Is
'Cause
that
we-
because you couldn't get anyone else? Is that because no one else
No one
does
else
absolutely
responded to
nothing with their
us?
time?
Yeah.
Who else have you asked for?
Honestly, Will
Lachlan.
declined.
Have you asked Lachlan? No. I was going to say, fuck.
Will actually said, when I said Jackson's coming on, he's like, why aren't you getting Lachlan on? But I think he meant like together. And
Oh.
because there's not enough space.
Oh, truly, that was the only reason we only have 2 chairs.
Yeah.
So.
This was a
Otherwise,
stretch,
yeah,
honestly,
yeah,
what we've got going
this
here.
was max capacity.
I mean, it's working so far, so
Yeah.
We want to know a bit about you.
know a bit about me.
We're probably the biggest podcast in the country, so you can
Yeah.
plug all your career things right now.
Yeah.
So
You
we
got
are
an
currently
hour.
4th. We are 4th on the charts in
Oh,
Australia
really?
in comedy.
I
Not
did
even
s-
Australia. Joe Rogan is in this mix. He's
Fuck
number
Joe
one.
Rogan.
Yeah,
that
the
guy.
number
Joe
1
Rogan.
comedy podcast.
Fuck that. Is he?
Yeah.
Fucking loser.
Oh.
You guys will be up there soon. Where am I on the podcast charts? You didn't see me up there?
No,
You
we
guys didn't see us anywhere
We
near?
really
No.
looked as well.
You did? Did
yeah,
you?
I
looked through all
zoomed
of
in.
them.
I looked from 1 to 4.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't see
couldn't see
your
us?
name.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe
well-
you're 0.
Oh, that's true.
Maybe.
Yeah, and they don't want everyone else to feel bad, so they've hidden it.
They just
Yeah.
take it off.
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe you're the
51.
Well, yeah, but number 1 is number 1, so number 0 would be the best, right?
Yeah.
It's not like a deck of cards where like ace is better.
Is it not?
No. So that's a really common. I'm glad you brought that up
Wait,
because like
so-
a lot of people get that wrong.
Would that? Okay, I'm confused.
That's fine. That's
It's
fine.
fine.
You
When
know,
you get to the top 4, you'll
You'll
understand.
understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So according to famousbirthdays.com,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
you are a Capricorn.
I am a Capricorn. So you did do a bit of research on the worst website ever.
So
Has it got a photo of me on there?
oh yes, there is.
Oh my Christ.
You can't
Oh.
see me.
Who's that guy? What else does it
You've
say
got
about me on
Do you
there?
have a fly on your nose?
It's just the shadow of his nostril.
Oh,
You are currently rated
Number.
the 17,851 most popular.
ugh, that's not.
Congratulations.
Well, thanks.
on.
I don't know if that's a good number or not.
I think even having a famous birthdays is making it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, like if you're on there.
Tilly, have you got a
made
famous
it.
birthdays?
Yeah.
What number are
I
you?
got a famous. Oh, that's a good question. Wait, let's remember yours.
17,000 something.
851.
17,851.
Okay, this will be good. This is really good. This is really
would
good.
be good if
listening.
you're higher than me.
Oh,
Never mind.
24,157.
Okay.
And you know what else they say
That's
about
good.
me? I have a child. Which
Are you
is
kidding?
incorrect, obviously. It's just a photo of me and my niece that everyone's
You have
got
a child.
twisted.
What?
And
Where
they
did
say,
that?
they say I've collaborated with Taylor Swift just because I used one of her
that
songs.
one.
Oh, God, that's so dumb. Did they message you and be like, hey, just a little
Oh,
bit of
no.
information about you so we can put it on the thing? That's what they did with me.
Really?
Mm.
You got a message?
Yeah, they just messaged me on Instagram and they were like, we're going to we've got your profile, but we just want to know a little bit more about you. So I just sent them some info of me.
Did you lie about your height?
No, I don't need to. Did
you lie about your age?
Massive.
Yeah, did you drop it?
Yeah, so I'm not freakishly
Yeah.
big. Just so you know, I'm 6'1" and I'm not freakishally big with long gangly arms.
They're like, oh, weird to say that, but okay, noted.
Guess we'll put that in.
So tell us a bit about yourself. It's
Okay.
basically you and Lachlan. That's how everyone knows you guys,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So
But
am I
now
just
you're
doing
breaking away. This is just the Jaxon tell-all.
Okay.
Well, I'll give some background real quick.
Okay.
Jackson goes to explain.
How about every
Let
time
me
you
tell
go
you
to
about
every
it.
time I talk, you're like, actually, I'll just tell him.
Honestly, it's just better if I do it. Shut
Honestly.
up. Okay, no. Okay. So, You're a YouTuber.
Yeah. Yes. Actually,
your turn.
actually, we started on Facebook, but it's okay.
Yeah, well,
It's
because
okay.
I was actually Cords. I was actually a massive Fairbairn Films fan when
Really?
you guys were on Facebook. I
Are
literally,
you kidding?
I'm not even
Why
joking.
have you
I
never
still have
told me this
saved in my
before?
camera. I've told you this story maybe 1,000 times. Saved in my camera roll the Big Time Rush video.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
obsessed with it. It was so funny. They
What
did
is
this
it?
one, and
I'm
you
not
seen Big
familiar
Time
with
Rush?
your work. No.
like a
well, this is
Nickelodeon
impossible to
TV show.
explain.
There was this Nickelodeon TV show called Big Time Rush, and
It was like a
these
boy
two
band
did-
like TV show.
Cool.
Yeah, and these two did a clip where
Nice.
Lachlan came running in and said, Jaxon, and Jaxon was like, what, mate?
Oh no,
What's
I was
the
like,
big
Lachlan,
time
what's
ru-"
the big time rush?
And he goes, Mum's been in a car accident. And then they played the start of the theme song. It's like, oh.
Yeah, it's a
I guess you had to see it.
yeah. Maybe just look it up.
It was really funny.
yeah.
And so I remember you guys from Facebook
Oh,
days.
good on you.
That's a long
That's
time ago.
awesome.
Wow.
You've done very well to stay like so relevant.
Thank you.
For such a washed up,
Saying.
gangly
I hate taking
person.
compliments. Wait,
How
what?
did you guys do it? Wait, what was
Sorry, sorry, I didn't hear that.
Well, you struggle to take compliments, so I just tried to like
Yeah.
soften it.
Oh, thank you.
So that's how you were first, and you grew up on a farm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's another fun fact about you.
Yep. Farm. Grew up on a farm. We started making videos when I was in like year 9 or 10.
I thought you were way younger.
Yeah, you look
Well, that's
way
pretty
younger.
young. Like,
Yeah,
how old are you?
like
in year- That's like
14.
15, 16.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you
14,
look like
15. Oh, we've been
12.
making videos for a long, long time, but that's when they sort of started going well.
Right.
Yeah.
And how did it happen? Did like Lachlan just always record you or something?
Well,
like,
we were making videos, just like goofy little shit videos, and he was too scared to be on camera. He's too self-conscious. So I was in the videos. And that's
Someone
why
had
for
to
like
be.
the first, I don't know, year or so of our career, I'm the only one in the videos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And then Lachlan got jealous because they started doing, well, this is what I say. I don't
Did
know.
he ever
Oh.
like write the videos or have a creative input, or was
yeah,
it literally just camera on
I was,
you?
well, because I was like, 14, 15. He was
How
like,
old's he?
he's 2 years older than me. So like 16, 17-ish. He was in like year 12.
That's ridiculously
Sorry.
long
I'm really bad
There we
at
go.
quick.
So I was like
that's
14,
not even quick
but he
maths.
was
That's just 2
years
numbers up.
older. So he would have been like, oh, fuck,
Give or take, carry the one.
I'm like, if I'm 14, oh. Anyway.
That went Pat. Fuck. 16. Yeah, there it is.
So yeah, he's that age, and he was obsessed with this YouTube channel called. I actually can't remember what it was called, but this dude who did heaps of trampoline shit, and that was like his whole thing. And Lachlan, for some reason, wanted to be the dude who did like blindfolded videos. And so our first videos, if you go back far enough, are just me blindfolded doing shit like cooking or driving.
Those sorts of like
Yeah.
old YouTube things where it's
Yeah.
like, watch me make brownies blindfolded.
Yeah, back in the day it was cool. Now it
Yeah,
sounds
yeah.
fucking stupid.
No, it was really cool back in the day.
Yeah, back in
if
the
you're the
day.
first to do something, it's kind of
cool.
groundbreaking.
Yeah.
But looking at any piece of art, you're like, I could do that. But
Oh,
if
now
you're the
it's
first
just-
to do it, it's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
Pioneers, you
yeah.
could say.
So then he was recording you, and then he got involved,
Mhm.
and then
Because he's jealous.
yeah, he was
Point that
jealous.
out. Dot point that.
And then how old were you when you got one of your own little YouTube awards? As
Oh, wow. Nice. I love them.
Did
You don't get anything on
I
TikTok
know you
for
don't
being
get
cool.
any award. For
Don't
those
get
who are just
fucking-
listening,
no
it's a plaque
recognition.
for YouTube
Oh yeah, sorry.
subscribers.
She's just pointing out a 100,000 subscriber YouTube
Yep.
plaque.
Do you have one of them?
Yeah,
Oh, where's yours?
it's at Mum's place on
do
the
you
wall.
have do you have a gold one yet?
Yeah, we do.
You've got like 1.7 million subscribers.
I mean, let's just.
I mean,
quickly
famous
let's-
birthdays would
let's
be
get
able
it
to
up.
tell me.
Oh, famous birthdays can actually. I don't want to burn that bridge just in case. Just
No,
in case
they're
a
a
brand
really
deal
good
comes
contact.
through. Can you imagine doing a brand deal with,
With famous birthdays. My next
birthdays?
birthday is going to be hosted by famous birthdays.
Fuck, that's
Hell
actually not
yeah.
a bad
That's
idea.
actually a really
That's
good
a really
idea.
good
Wow,
idea.
how did you
Famous
know?
birthdays
It is
listen.
1.7 million.
Yeah, famous birthdays told
Wow.
me.
Oh, is that where you actually got that from? Okay.
I'm just surprised their stats are current.
They get so much shit wrong. So much shit wrong.
yeah.
All the time. I'm pretty sure at one point it said I was married
Oh, yeah.
on famous birthdays. Don't know why.
To Taylor
but
Swift as well.
Yeah.
They love just throwing in that one.
They love that. They've done a brand deal with her and they have to put her name in as much as they can.
Oh, great. That'll be me with my next
Oh,
birthday now.
God.
I'll be the new Taylor. And then when did it like take off? When did it become a career?
When I was in like year by the time I was in year 12, we were making like good money on YouTube.
Really?
And that
That's
kind of
crazy.
fucked my schooling.
I bet.
Yeah.
That like schooling went on the back burner. It was already
it
on the back
would.
burner.
Yeah, I was
Schooling-
gonna say, do you think you
whatever's
would've done well
behind
in
the back
school?
burner, that's where schooling went.
Back of the fridge?
Yeah, I was
don't know.
not a good student in those days. There was a point where we were like flying to Melbourne on the weekend.
Really?
Or
When
flying
you
to
were like
Perth.
17?
Or flying to, wherever the big cities are
Mm-hmm.
and doing shows.
Cities.
Oh, yeah. You were from like
Yeah, I'm from
really
rural South Australia, so anything other than Adelaide is like the big city, And so there was a point in year 12 where I was flying to like Sydney or Melbourne or Perth or whatever, and then would get back on the Sunday, wake up Monday and have to go to fucking school. I remember once we even got back on Monday morning and I just had to come straight to school from being on tour.
Surely you get a day off.
It was cool.
Did you become really popular at school?
Well, I mean, I already
Urban-
was
Oh, okay.
because I'm him, but...
Capital H-I-M.
Well, as you can imagine, I was just a complete idiot at school. Like I was like the class clown kind of dude.
Yeah.
So I was already amazingly popular and very cool. So, but my schooling was not doing very well. They made me, and I say they made me, I probably brought it on myself, but I had to do most of my lessons towards the end of year 12 in the principal's office.
Oh,
Wow.
I had to
Bad
sit by
boy.
myself
Oh, wow.
in the principal's office. And then it got to a point where we were so locked into YouTube. That's all we really cared about. And then they were like, it's probably just best if you study at home from now on.
You were forced to do homeschooling?
Well, they didn't want it. They hated expelling people because they didn't want
they
that
always do,
reputation.
yeah.
They didn't want that reputation. So they did as much as they could without expelling me,
Right.
which was study at home from now on. And I was
strongly urge
Is that
you
because
to
you were
step away.
distracting everyone else and they knew you were fucked and they didn't want you to bring everyone down with you?
The cone of
that
failure.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, I was probably just distracting everyone. And
Was Lachlan the same or was he an A?
no, Lachlan was a straight A student.
Wow.
I can see that.
Up until like year 12, and then he was like a medium student. But up until I don't know what happened to him in year 12, whether he got into heroin or
Famous birthdays might have the answer.
whether he got into I don't know
Do you
crack or
have a deal
anything.
with famous birthdays?
Yeah, I know.
You've been plugging them so
Sorry.
hard.
It's just such second nature to
Famous
be a shill
birthdays.
for campaigns.
Yeah, and then after school we just went full bore on YouTube, and then
I mean, why wouldn't you? It's like that's what school sets you up for, right?
yeah, exactly.
Hey.
But like everyone was always like, you need to get a trade. You're not. Because everyone
not gonna
thought I
last
was
forever.
because my
Comedy's not
schooling
gonna be
was
fun
so
forever.
like such a throwaway. Everyone was like, you really need to start learning how to shear sheep or something.
Oh, really? They were like, you need a plan B.
And that's not even a joke. Dad was hell bent on me learning how to shear sheep.
That's because you grew up on a farm. Does he shear sheep? Is it like a family
he
tradition?
was a shearer for a long time.
There it is.
And I wanted to be a shearer for ages. And then we started doing YouTube and flying around and shit. And Dad was like, when are you going to learn how to shear? And I was like,
Fuck that.
maybe Sammy won't learn how to shear because that sucks.
Yeah.
And it also doesn't pay anywhere near as
Did
much as...
anything change when he saw how much you were getting paid?
They didn't believe in it at all. Like they were like, oh, you need a plan B, But I'm a firm believer in plan B is expecting plan A to fail, is preparing for plan A to
Yep.
fail. So I don't think you need a plan B ever.
Yeah.
That's inspirational.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could quote that
when
one.
you're doing something like, I don't know, parachuting.
Heroin. Yeah. Yeah. No, yours was
Both
better.
heroin
Yeah,
and
yeah,
parachuting. What's the plan B? What's the plan B for heroin?
Oh, I'm
Crack?
not thinking of Lachlan. I'm just caring for your brother.
Oh God. I'm not even going to clear that up. I'm not even going to clear. I'm not even going to say that he's not actually a crackhead.
And nor should you put
No.
words in his mouth.
No, I shouldn't. You're right. I don't know that he's not into heroin. And that's exactly
Let's
where
keep
I'm
that
going to
for
leave
the
it.
clickbait.
I'm going to leave
that
it.
now.
Can we
The
have you-
clickbait's just, is Lachlan Fairbairn a heroin addict?
And can you imagine him seeing this tomorrow and going, "Hey, what
Wait,
happened yesterday? What
fuck?
were you on?
I thought you were going on a podcast. Yep.
I thought you were going to dinner with Charlotte and Tilly."
I thought you were going to hang out and... What the fuck?
We went to the Facebook and the Instagram page.
Oh yeah, we've got questions for you.
Yeah.
From our
Christ.
fans because we already have a fan base because we're number 4.
How did you get questions? I checked socials. There was nothing posted.
Well, funny that because the first question is
Okay,
and you-
okay, I know what it's gonna be.
No, you don't get to speak.
I
now.
know what
You
it's
don't get
gonna
to
be.
speak. You actually don't get to speak.
I actually know what it's going to be.
The first question,
Oh my God, there's so many. Yay.
Whoa, sorry.
I never get this much
Oh,
engagement.
fuck.
Why does he not follow the mutual friends page? Hashtag fake fan, you piece of shit. You don't even follow us.
Oh.
Okay.
I didn't see any responses.
No.
Obviously not.
Interesting.
The reason it's so new.
Interesting.
It's so new, and I was
be
gonna follow it
fair-
today. I was
To
on
be
the
fair,
page
I
today.
don't follow. You were on the page and you didn't click.
You just
were
say
right.
you don't follow me.
Yeah, but this isn't about me. This is you on the page.
But you
Right.
were on the Instagram and you went, nah.
No, I didn't say nah. I was just. I'm like a very self-conscious follower. Like if I've been hanging.
Heaven forbid you support friends.
No, if I've been hanging out with someone and then I go home and I'm like, oh, I should follow that person. I'll go on their page and then I'll be like, oh, I don't want
Now
them
they're
to.
aware that
I don't want them to like see that pop up and then them go, oh, well, now that he's hung out with me, he'll follow me. He didn't like me before.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
Yeah.
such a self-conscious follower. I hate it.
Well, get over that and
You must be
follow.
too because you're not following me on Instagram.
Yes. You know who I realized I wasn't following? This probably means nothing to anyone, but Jordan this whole time.
Really?
Be following Jordan, which is such a good friend of ours. And I was like, whoops, sorry.
You've been around the world with him.
I know.
That's so funny.
Actually,
I know.
I've been in London with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't
Yeah.
deserve a follow. I'm following you, aren't
I don't know.
I? I imagine I would be.
Thank you.
Really?
Not his podcast page.
Oh!
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about my personal page.
Oh, no.
Oh.
But Jordan's personal
I
page.
wish I could
no.
unfollow
Well,
that.
but you weren't following Jordan's personal page. For those listening, Jordan is a dear friend of ours, by the way.
You were housemates for like 15 years.
A year and a half.
Oh, felt like forever.
Yeah. Oh, God, did it.
That
me,
house was fucked.
it was.
No, that house was nice. The one before that,
Fucking-
when I lived with Pat Clifton, that was fucked.
Was that not where you were living with Jordan?
Yeah, same house, but
Yeah,
when
and
Jordan
still
came,
just as gross.
no, when Jordan came,
Could you imagine
leveled
the
up.
shower?
I've seen it.
The shower was nice.
Really?
We were having Friendsmas lunch 2022,
Okay,
and there was
this
a literal fucking
doesn't-
gaping hole in the veranda where the table was.
That was the hole for the empty beers. You put them down there.
That
and
was
you
the
forget
best
about them forever.
lunch of my life, except for the setting.
Was it really the best lunch of your life?
No, but that was a great day. That was a great era.
Oh my God, I can't. Me and Pat want to get what was that
It
summer?
was 2022 into 2023.
That's nice.
Was it? Are you sure it wasn't 21, 22?
You know what?
I think it's 21, 22.
You know what?
could
As
be
thrilling as
21,
this is, we might move on to the next question on Instagram.
Yeah, it's not a very interesting thing.
But let's place
'cause
your
people-
bets.
people don't have our
2021 or
memories.
2022?
Yeah, I'm
This-
gonna. Well, no, it's both. I think.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, now we can move on.
Yes, we can.
Whoa.
So where did you get these questions from then?
This was like in the
Instagram.
last
Facebook?
hour.
This on Instagram, you would know if you followed us.
I clicked on the thing. There was no story up,
Well, no, there was at 3 p.m. this afternoon. We put up
And
very
you've-
last minute.
and you've deleted it.
No, I just haven't posted the questions.
Oh,
Do you think you actually stand a chance with Charlotte? I just started reading before.
Well, Will asked that, and Jordan
that's from
also
Will. That's
asked.
funny.
And Jordan also asked, will there have been a Jaxon Fairbairn cross Charlotte Gibb relationship?
who said what?
When's it going to happen?
Oh,
for the Patreon.
Charlotte doesn't even fucking reply to me half the
Are
time.
you
So
joking? You don't reply to me. You literally didn't answer
the
the
only
phone
time
I
I
called
hear
you
from
this
you,
morning.
this is gonna get fucking juicy.
No, no, no.
This is gonna get
Shouldn't.
juicy. The only time I hear from Charlotte is when she's out drunk and she needs someone to pick her up,
Yeah.
and she rings me and goes, "Can you please come and pick me up?" And I'm like, and it's usually when I'm not drinking, so I'm available to pick her
And
up.
do you do it?
every single fucking time.
He does it. But
Every
this is
time.
when Jackson's
Wow.
out, he rings me up and he goes, come to this fucking club in this city. It's a $5,000 entry fee and you have to wait in line for 2 hours and I'm already blacked the fuck out. But come, it'll be
When
really
has
fun.
that ever happened?
When you were at
Oh my God.
club studio, whatever the fuck.
When? That's all the time. Club studio.
You'll have to be more specific.
I clearly don't remember it.
Exactly.
I must have been
that's
drunk.
what I'm saying. That's why our crossover relationship is never going to work.
Okay, listen,
We're
there's
never
a
drunk at the
weigh-in
same
on this
time.
relationship.
Yeah. And Charlotte lives in fucking who even
Who knows
knows
where
who
she lives
knows
these
anymore?
days?
Are you looking at more
Barrel
questions?
or it's Sydney.
There's a great one, and it says, we'll ask you about you and Lachlan, and then we'll go into the romance questions. We won't ask you too many.
No, it's okay. I'm an open book.
Someone said, how did you come to get so obsessed with Chachi?
How could you not? Are you a massive stoner?
I used to be, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
What happened?
Yeah, I used to be. It's actually a bit of a heavy topic, honestly, but
okay.
I'll give it a brief summarization.
Did you get psychosis?
Yes.
There it is.
I was smoking. I don't want to. We probably shouldn't say I was smoking weed, right?
Well, we're a pretty
Because that could
vulnerable
get flagged and
podcast.
this could get taken
Oh,
down.
really?
Yeah.
He was
So let's just
hitting
say
the
I was
sandwich.
You were
eating a sandwich
Oh,
for
yeah,
3
right.
years straight,
every day.
all day, every day.
Really?
This is while we were blowing up on YouTube
Really?
as well.
So how old were you?
There's a photo. Fuck, it's so hard to
12.
find, but there's a photo.
12, literally.
There's a photo
How
of
old?
me the day we got our gold play button,
And you're high.
and I'm so fucking high. I'm like,
How old are
it was
you?
fucked. I would have been 18, 19 at that point.
Some like critical brain
But Lachlan,
development stage.
I was eating a sandwich in my room and like just out the window, and Lachlan comes and knocks on the door, and I'm like, fuck, put all my shit away. And he's like, come out here, there's something I want to show you. And I'm like, oh, like
Did he not know?
slapping myself in the mirror.
Surely he.
I think
was
he
aware.
knew. He never gave a fuck.
Right.
It was more mum. I didn't want mum to know I was fucked like that. And then I come out and I'm like barely awake. Eyes are all red. And he's like, look at this. And I'm like, and because I was high as fuck, I'm like, wow.
That's cool.
Oh,
So
sick.
is it the gold plaque?
Yeah, the gold plaque. And he was like, Jaxon, I really thought you'd be more excited about this. And I'm like, no, I am. It's really cool, man. I'm going to head back to my room now, though. I was fucked. And then, yeah, one day I just ate too many sandwiches and my mind like snapped. It was wild. And then I was feeling really weird.
Would
And
you have
then-
been like 21? Is this 3 years later?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, about that age. And then, long story short, I was like in this weird psychotic break is what the professionals called it. Because
Did
I
you
had to go to like
therapist?
therapy, and I had to
Yeah.
go to like
A
drug
psychiatrist?
therapist and shit like that. Yeah. And so she called it a psychotic break. And then because at the time I was addicted to eating sandwiches. So
Maybe
like
you were gluten
a
intolerant.
couple days later.
I've forgotten the code, and I'm just like, geez, just lay up on
maybe
the
it's
bread.
the bread.
Yeah,
Maybe it's the bread. Maybe you've got IBS.
yeah. That's what I've got, Jackson. I can help you.
So, but because I was addicted to eating sandwiches at the time, I couldn't just like stop straight away.
Sure.
So like a couple of days later, I was doing it again.
Even
and
though you were, I thought it wasn't addictive, is what they've all raved
well,
about for years.
whoever said that is silly, very silly.
Very
Whoever said
silly.
that is addicted to eating sandwiches. and then basically it just it started happening like more and more and more every now and then so I just decided to and then I started when I was sober. It was like I was in a psychotic break.
What does that feel like?
It's like a nightmare, but it's real. You know how you feel terror when you're in a nightmare?
Oh yeah,
You feel that.
It's kind of that, but you can't wake up from it.
like
that's
just
how
anxious?
that's how I would
Like
describe
super
it.
anxious.
Just like
and-
everything feels really weird, like
Were you getting paranoid?
super paranoid. I couldn't go hang out with my friends. Like
Did you think that like things were happening and it wasn't?
no, like it wasn't like schizophrenia, but it was just everything felt really weird. It felt like I was watching my life from like inside my head.
Whoa.
It was so weird.
bizarre.
Like, have you ever been like super hungover and you feel really spacey and out of it and you just want to like chill out on your own all day?
Yeah.
It was like that for months.
Oh
It was
Jesus.
fucking awful. It was
and
terrifying.
was that just like your body purging or whatever? Like you
I
just
have
had
no.
to-
I think I think my brain was just like rattling.
Well, because apparently when you're high and you don't actually properly sleep, so you
Hmm.
probably had like 3 years of REM to catch up on,
no,
and like
100%. Oh, and then like I didn't sleep for like a week after I was.
Hmm.
I don't want to say got clean like I was injecting, but like I didn't sleep for like a week because I
like
couldn't. 'cause-
literally awake.
yeah,
for,
just
like-
awake or like,
like
really
wired.
fucking tired, but like my brain was just not.
Yeah, it hadn't
Wouldn't switch
processed thoughts in
Yeah.
3 years.
And then and I hadn't had a single dream for like 3 years.
That's
what,
the other thing,
That's what
yeah.
eating sandwiches does to you.
So maybe that's why all like the psychosis was just like
Maybe
nightmare
It's
flood.
like fucking need to get everything
Here,
out all
get
at once.
this.
And then basically I come good eventually.
Just woke up and was
Well,
better.
here we are today.
it still affects me now. Like when I'm really hungover, I'm like, well, fuck, am I about to freak out? Like all the time.
Which is interesting because someone else maybe would cut back on drinking, but you sort of double down.
Well, it's funny you say that. I haven't had a drop of alcohol in 3 weeks.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. Which for most people
Well
is like,
done.
okay, but for me that's fucking
big.
huge.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
What prompted that?
I'm just sick of being a fat cunt, really. Basically, I just want to get shredded.
Real.
Yeah, honestly. Honestly,
You two are so toxic.
You know,
I'm just sick of being a fat prick.
all I could think while you were telling those stories is like the clickbait of like Jaxon Fairbairn fall from grace, like going to rehab.
I've said all this on. I've said most of this on a podcast previously, so it's kind of okay. But
Damn, we don't
Cut
have
it all
the
out.
when I was hooked on sandwiches, though, I lost a lot of weight, and I'm talking like 50 kilos.
And you're so
within about a
tall, that
year.
would look weird.
Well, I was stoked about it at the
Yeah,
time.
but
Wait, you weighed
You-
50 kilos or you lost
No,
50
I lost
kilos?
50 kilos.
Oh, okay. I was
How
gonna say.
much were you to start with?
I was fat as fuck.
Okay.
I was like, at my heaviest, and this is when I was like, like 18, I was at like, I don't know, 120, maybe even over.
Okay.
And then I can't remember what I got down to from eating sandwiches.
Such a toxic little diet hack.
Oh yeah.
Just girly things.
But it wasn't because I like had a bad relationship with food at that time. It was because I just wasn't hungry.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, fair.
But I always
wait,
get
don't
really
you get the
hungry. Don't you get
munchies?
munchies?
Yeah, the munchies. But when you're not under the influence of sandwiches, you
Have
are having
withdrawals
withdrawals.
and,
So
like,
you're not
really
hungry. Yeah, and you feel like when I wasn't high, basically, I just felt pretty constantly a little bit sick to my stomach.
Really?
Yeah.
Like nauseous. You
and
couldn't
then,
eat.
And then that got to a point where when I would eat, mum would be like, because I was living with mum at the time, she'd be like, how hungry are you?
Ravenous.
And I'd be like,
oh, no,
and
not
I
at
would
all.
go, small, and then I'd have like one bite, and I'd be like, I'm not hungry.
Oh, wow.
And mum would go,
Did
what
she
the
actually not suspect anything?
I
Or was she like, hey, as long as he's happy?
I don't even know. I don't remember a lot from that era.
Yeah, sure, that's fair.
No, yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're out the other end.
Yeah. Well, this is years ago now, so everything's fine now. But
Oh, yeah. Well,
yeah.
I'm glad. It might take a while for your brain to heal.
I'm still, yeah.
You and Pat can
Oh, Pat's
really
cool.
get into it.
Pat's fucked, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well.
If a girl found your brother funnier than you, would you break up with her?
I would kill myself. I would straight up hang myself in my bedroom from I don't even have a ceiling fan, but I'd find one.
That 10-litre Yeti that you're taking.
Well, how
a sip
about-
out
It's
of.
so good, I swear to God.
What, drinking water is so good? This poor guy.
Being appropriately hydrated is amazing.
Your body has been deprived of every nutrient for years.
No, I swear to God, when I
Even
bought
water.
this, now I drink like maybe 6 to 8 liters of water
How
a
much do
day.
you pee?
A lot.
Constantly? Constantly?
Not constantly,
How
but like
many litres is that?
this is 1.89 liters, 64
Weird,
ounces.
isn't it? You'd think they could just do a little
That's what
more
I'm saying.
and
But
make it
they've
two.
gone 64 ounces, which so I'm assuming it's an American brand. Fuck off, first of all. 64 ounces isn't even a round number.
No.
No.
It's
None
even.
of,
It's an
none
even
of
number.
America's measurements are round
Isn't
numbers.
64 a square
What
number?
the fuck's an ounce?
Don't stop me.
What's an ounce? What is? Does anyone know? 1 ounce is 28.3 grams. I know that from
From school.
having it-
from
From your
school.
homeschooling.
No, because
That's stuck.
because when they sell sandwiches, they sell it in an ounce.
Oh, God,
went
you really
over my
did have
head.
your own school.
And so
I was
an
gonna say
ounce
from,
is 28.3 grams.
Okay.
And
But then why is
Uh-huh.
a water bottle in ounces?
Yeah.
Riddle me that.
Yeah.
I don't know. And what the fuck's a gallon? Nah, I'm gonna get fucking angry.
We're getting
Well,
riled.
have a
pissed
sip
off.
of water.
This
Just
is- yeah.
chill.
My ears are getting all hot. I'm getting fucking flustered.
No,
Fucking
well,
Americans.
I'm just surprised you can drink that much. I stopped drinking water altogether because I just couldn't be fucked to go to the toilet so much, which wasn't
Oh,
the
really?
solution.
I kind of like. I like going to the toilet. It's
Really?
like you like relieve. It's like a relief.
No, it's like
But
And
when
then
you're
you feel
busting
lighter.
to pee
It's
all
really
the time, it
yeah.
sucks.
And
Like,
I've got a very very big bladder though.
I've got the opposite of that.
like if I go drinking on a night out, I'll go to the toilet maybe twice max,
that's fucked.
wow.
and I'm drinking a lot.
Yeah.
You guys have seen it.
We know.
I'm drinking a lot. Like honestly, I reckon on a big night out, I reckon I could sometimes consume 40 to 50 drinks.
That would
so much
literally kill
liquid.
me.
It might do. It actually might kill you.
Tilly had 2 cocktails when we went to the Gold because she was hungover for 3 days. I swear to God. But she wouldn't admit it. She was just in the worst mood the next day. And
thought you had
Tom was
food
like,
poisoning.
"You're hungover."
I had hungover and then I got food poisoning.
Oh, fuck. What
I
a
do
Lunchtime
week for you.
cocktails.
Oh,
I
Christ.
literally do, like no joke. And I was like,
Yeah, but
you
okay,
know
to
what?
be
I'm
fair,
gonna have a nice
Had you
day.
eaten much that day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
We had
well,
a full
I was
meal.
trying to help you.
Yeah, no, we had a full breakfast,
went out
a
for
full
breakfast
lunch,
and
and a
lunch.
Okay,
full
but
dinner.
also to be fair, cocktails are like at least 2 standard
well,
drinks.
I didn't know that. So maybe technically I had 4.5 drinks.
And it also
Woo.
depends on what you get, because like a Long Island iced
Tilly
tea,
got crazy.
We didn't get Long
2
Island
cocktails.
iced
You
tea.
didn't? Because they're like 4 standard drinks.
Yeah, they're a
I know.
lot.
which would be
They're
8
just
drinks in
straight
total.
alcohol, really.
I get really bad hangovers. I've come to realize because like when I was 18, I could do it all day long, and now literally just like looking at
It's
wine
just
or whatever.
literally like growing up a tiny bit.
I don't know
My
what
hangovers
happened.
are
I
fucked
know.
now as well.
Like truly,
2
the
days.
places I've thrown up is just exhausting.
I'm exhausted,
I'm
thinking
exhausted.
about it.
I don't get that. I'm not a thrower upperer.
Oh really?
No, I've
I don't
thrown
think
up
I've
once
thrown
the
up
next
in-
day.
It's like 6 years or so.
okay, well,
Whatever. You've not ever once thrown up in the past 6 years, not even from illness.
I can't remember the last time I threw up.
that's
Wow.
crazy.
That is wild.
When I
I don't get
turned-
like I haven't been sick like sick to my stomach sick for a while though.
good on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
Thanks.
feeling.
When I turned 18, I got a shirt that said vomit free since 03 because it had been like however many years, whatever. I was 7. Okay, so like 11 years since vomiting.
Really?
And then
Wow.
And then I turned 18 and I had a 18th and then I threw up.
That day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can never wear the shirt
Fuck.
again.
Shit.
And yeah, I haven't stopped ever since.
Throwing up constantly. When's the last time you threw up?
Last week.
I thought you were going to say today.
This morning.
This morning.
What's the time? 4 hours ago? Oh, actually, can you just excuse me?
Once I was walking, I literally was on antibiotics and I had one sip of a drink and then I was walking down the street and I was like, oh no, it's going to happen. Because I'd always heard like don't mix antibiotics and alcohol. I had one sip of a gin and tonic and then I
yeah,
projectile vomited, but I caught myself doing it. So then I started running to like get away from the people and I ran through it. And then like there's been so
Fucking
many
hell.
times. I know.
You got power on that
I know.
thing.
It's like projected
And
forward
it was
enough
all
for you to
over my-
run into it.
It's like I
Was it
fused
windy?
with time. My past and future self.
Fuck, can you imagine watching that?
I know. And it was just a quiet night in Brisbane.
Holy, yeah, you can't mix antibiotics with alcohol.
Evidently.
There are some you can and some you can't.
yes.
Like
that's
some
the
you'll
other
be
thing.
okay, and then some you won't remember like the last
Yeah,
2
but
days.
if you've got a UTI, you can't do that or you're dead. And then the other time, this has actually happened to you quite recently, but I was driving.
Oh,
and then
yeah, this has
I was
happened to
so
me.
hungover and I was like, oh my God, it's going to happen. And I was at a red light and I went, and I
Can
threw
you-
up on my
I
lap.
vomited on myself.
And then I had to drive home with a manual car and I was like, keep my
Oh
legs
my
together.
God.
But I had to be like pedals.
Did
and
you
I
not
was-
like immediately pull over where you could?
No, I was so close to home anyway, and I just sort of tumbled out of the car, and I was like, "Dad, I threw up," and he had to like
threw
clean
up.
me up, and it was just the most pathetic being
Oh,
hungover and
fuck.
like it was Father's Day once, and it was the night before we had this party, and then on Father's Day I hadn't gotten him a present, and I was so hungover, and he walked upstairs, and I was like, "Hey," and then I threw up there, and I was like, "Happy Father's Day. Can you get that off the carpet before it stains?"
Can you
And he
help
was
me
like,
out?
and he was like on his hands and he's scrubbing
Before
the
it
cream.
soaks in.
It was just so bad. So I think it's best I just don't drink.
No more drinking for you.
You did it on your lap in the car.
I did. I'd literally.
I've never thrown up in a car.
Oh, you got to
It's
try
awful.
it sometime.
That,
It's
I
awful.
cannot think of anything worse than
I know
like
you
that's
feel
the worst
so
place to throw
helpless.
It's worse when you're driving though, because it wasn't a red light. I was driving. I kept like dry heaving, and I was like, I'm not going to vomit. And then it literally just came up, and I like
It
because
sneaks
obviously
up on
it's
you, doesn't
an
it?
impulse movement. I was like swerving the car and just straight like into the cup holders, into the footwell. It was disgusting.
Oh, that's gross because
Are
then
you
the smell
serious?
Yeah, but it was
lingers.
essentially
Oh,
just water that smelled a
fuck.
bit stomachy.
Sorry, we should have done an emetophobia warning or
There
whatever
should,
that
there
is
should be
called.
a trigger warning or
Yeah.
something.
Trigger warning.
I get all of them
vomit.
on my TikToks because we did like a fake vomit with oats, and everyone's like, "This has fully set off my edemophobia."
I did you know that I don't know if you've seen it, but I did a video where I drank as much Prime as I could.
I saw that.
No.
I had I vomited for real in that, and I just put a quick. It went for maybe half a second, vomit warning, and then straight away I throw up everywhere.
Did you not just say you haven't
Oh
vomited
wait,
for
yeah,
like
that's
6
the last time I
years?
threw up.
Oh, what was that?
Caught in a lie.
Caught in a lie.
Okay, I forgot about that. I
It
don't
was
know.
probably like
Yeah.
only, a year ago? It was like
Yeah.
drinking as much prime as I can.
I was
until
living
I
with Jordan at
vomit.
the time, so within the last year.
Where does your where does it go? You drink so much. It just your
I only
body
drank
absorbs it. No, like not in the prime, just in general. I just don't know how you can't throw up.
I
Like
think I have no idea. I don't know.
I think you have the potential to be so healthy. And like you kind of like your
pretty healthy at the
body's
moment.
like craving. I don't know.
I think I just have a really big
peak.
bladder.
But
and a
your
bit of an
bladder
iron
doesn't
stomach.
It's your kidneys. You've got great kidneys.
I don't know what's going on down there. I would love to do. I don't know how they check the health of your
You should do that.
kidneys and liver,
Blood test.
but I'd love to find out because they're probably fucked. They're probably on the mend at the
Yeah.
moment because I haven't drank for like almost a month. But
What I was considering once is, you know how you can get like a microbiome transplant?
Oh, no.
it's a microbiome. I didn't.
There's little bugs that live inside your gut. That's your microbiome.
Oh,
You know,
Yours
like all the like
probably you've
yours
got
are
a desolate
fucked.
waste.
Oh, no, mine have got like fucking swords and shit.
or
the
are
amount of
they?
shit they've got a
Because-
battle that I put into my stomach.
They're like, oh, does he hate us?
They've got,
What
like,
did we do?
They've got like armor on and cannons and shit down there.
it's just
The
you.
fuckers.
Yeah, you know, like the healthy gut bacteria,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah.
have a kombucha and that's meant to be it.
Supposed to, yeah.
So people sometimes just, I don't know what like defines it if you're just like born with this or not, but I don't think I have good biome and that's why you get like IBS and, stuff.
Oh, that's why you always vomit.
Yeah,
Are you,
probably.
are you very conscious of your gut health?
I used to be and now I'm like, whatever. Can't keep up.
I can't, like, I feel fine. I can't imagine I could feel any better than I do right
you have
now.
no idea.
The gut health is actually
Your potential.
amazing.
Did you know the
Really,
gut is
though?
the second brain?
Yeah.
But like, what?
Yep.
How? Like, I feel fine right now, you know?
You could feel
yeah,
better.
but you know how
but
when
like,
you
how,
like
what is feeling better than I
you
feel
know,
right
like
now?
when you're sick and you've got a blocked nose and you're just like, fuck.
So I could feel like shit and not know it right
yeah, how it feels to breathe normally, and then you breathe normally and you just have an appreciation for it. That's you have a blocked nose right now. That's your gut
don't
health
think I
is a
do.
blocked
It's
nose.
it's like being colorblind. You wouldn't know until you can
Until
see
you
all
can
the
see
colors
colour.
and you're like,
That's
oh,
a great point.
this whole time.
Yeah, that's true. But like,
Yeah.
I'm like detoxed now. Like, I probably feel better than I have in fucking years right
Good
now.
on you.
You know?
That's good.
But I could be feeling better, you reckon?
I reckon
Yeah.
years of abuse could have been,
Yeah.
you know,
And that's what it should be called, is abuse.
it is.
It is.
Yeah.
Jackson, you didn't come up with that.
Honestly.
That's what it
he
is
goes, that's
called.
a great term for that.
That's great. I'm going to use that. Where'd you hear that? I like
Can
that
I
a lot.
steal that one?
Wow. Oh,
No, I was considering
We're talking
this
about gut
once
health.
because some I think you know, lots of people with like chronic illness, like Crohn's disease or something, you can get like it's a fecal transplant. They literally find people with like incredible poo,
And they put it inside
They put it
you.
inside you.
that is the most disgusting thing anyone's
I
ever
know.
told me in
They
my
do
whole
that
life.
know.
with horses
Oh,
because
really?
they have like proper bugs that live inside them, and they're like they're called
Yeah, but
hind
horses eat
fermented.
dirt
They're
and
fermented.
soil
Yeah,
and
so they do that when
ground
they're
shit.
sick, and they get the healthy like feces.
Have you ever
and-
had to?
I've never done it,
Yeah.
but I've there's a.
Do you take it
technical
off the
term for it.
ground?
No,
Or
no,
do you
no.
take
it's like
it from, like,
you do it
inside the horse and put it
it's
inside
a
there?
surgery, so you do it like all sterilely. I'm pretty sure. I've only like seen it.
Aren't you a horse surgeon?
No.
What were?
No, I will no.
We
you have
don't
to actually-
touch on this. This
No, we
is
can.
private.
We can-
Oh,
we can have to-
about an hour and a half ago, I was listening to when you're like, I don't think we can talk about it yet. Literally.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't have time money. No, what I was going to say was you have to be extra qualified to be an equine surgeon. I'm just an equine vet.
So you couldn't perform
Were.
this fecal transplant on me?
Were an equine.
No,
vet.
no.
Were. I still am, you
She still
fuck.
is.
I literally was
I
at
know,
work
I
this
know.
morning.
I know.
Yeah, just not.
At a new
Anyway.
place?
Yep.
Already?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So this is
Money
your,
doesn't grow on trees, Jackson.
So this is your plan B.
For Mr. YouTube, it does.
yeah, fucking hell. What,
the
the
YouTube
podcasting's my plan B.
Is that your plan B?
No, plan A is doing both and being a super
That's
hustler.
not how life works. You got to pick one.
But I'm doing both.
I guess so.
Hey, once this takes off, then I can just be an influencer and go to Coachella.
Someone would like to know if you could please rank Mutual Friends, the You Wouldn't podcast, and the Fairbairn podcast.
Oh, fuck.
How about you fuck, marry, kill those
Okay.
three?
Oh, that's great, Tilka.
Okay. I'm gonna have to kill you. Wouldn't?
Yeah.
I have to,
Yeah,
right?
and then you're marrying
I'm gonna-
yours. Oh, no.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'd have to marry mine and
Yeah.
fuck yours, right?
Well, there
mate.
it is, Chachi. You got fucked.
Woo! Finally.
Oh, Christ.
There's a lot of girls on here asking if you're single.
Yeah.
How did he manage to acquire his current relationship? You're not in a relationship, are you?
No.
Not current.
No, okay, so this is why we were talking before about
That it says you're married.
how bad it is.
Oh, yeah.
How bad? No. How bad it is that we're so many episodes ahead. Like we've got so many in the bank. The last one that came out, I'm telling a story about a girlfriend I had 2 months ago.
Yep.
And now everyone thinks I'm in a relationship, which I'm actually not
Well,
at the
we are
moment.
current
He's
and up to date
single,
and don't bank
ladies.
out episodes.
You don't? So when this comes out,
Yep. It'll be
it's going to be
fresh.
fucking all over the place then. Christ.
Yeah, it's gonna look sus.
Well, you can
Yeah.
pretend to be in a relationship until yours comes out, but
Oh.
I think it's just easier.
No.
if
No, I'll just tell the truth, I think.
You're single.
Yeah, I'm single, yeah. And it's good.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it sucks.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
rough
listening to-
out there.
I wanted to say this. I was listening to the app where you said about like dating.
Why don't you just be together already?
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Tilly.
Yeah, seriously. How hard is it?
No, it sucks. And dating apps are fucked.
Yeah.
Being on, oh my God, I
I
can't
won't
even
get a
bother.
dating app.
And the whole ghosting thing can get fucked. Like
You
I'm
would ghost.
so
you would
oh
ghost.
yeah, fucking all the time. But like
Well,
I feel
you're
like
the
it doesn't.
problem.
I don't meet up with many girls, right?
Yeah.
If I meet up with a chick, I'm usually not gonna ghost her, right? Like
Initially.
I'll let it fizzle out. Like you know
Like
when
a
it gets to,
respectable
you know when it
person does.
fizzles out to like you may be messaging 2 or 3 times a day and then it
But
gets
it's
less
mutual.
and less and then
Yeah.
you just sort of
Yeah.
That's what I'll do. But like I'm just so sick of you match with someone on Hinge or whatever and then you chat for maybe 2 days and then just nothing comes of it. And I'm so sick. I'm
just
so
sick of,
drained.
like
with
the
that.
lame, boring chat. Like I actually don't want to message people. I
Yeah.
don't want to pen pal. I hate being
Yeah,
on my
I don't
phone.
need
Like,
any more friends. Like
I'm sweet.
I genuinely do not need to like have any more conversations.
Surely you
Like
go
texting.
apart from this one.
Yeah, no.
And surely you like go into the world enough you're gonna meet someone in real life. I don't know. I feel like
Well,
I feel
yeah,
you're
an
both
organic
I,
meet
I
social
feel like it's
great.
always when I get out of a relationship, a couple weeks later, I'm like, oh, gotta get back on the horse. And
Really?
then that's when I get the apps again and
Fuck
start talking
the
to people.
apps.
And then it takes me about a week to go, what the fuck am I doing?
What's your dream scenario of meeting someone?
I'll give it to you.
The day I met Charlotte
Yeah, I
Gibb.
was gonna say
my
Melbourne
God.
Comedy Festival
Melbourne
2021.
Comedy Fest. Charlotte
how
rocked
you
up
met?
with her boyfriend who fucking hated me.
Yeah.
The whole 9 yards.
Really?
That guy hated me.
Why did
And
he
then we
hate
broke
you?
up
Why
and
did
then
he
I got
hate you
another boyfriend.
straight
Because I was
away?
a threat.
Yeah, he could sense it.
No, guys are just insecure. I don't know. He
Was he
sucked anyway.
short?
He was fucking tiny.
No,
Well,
he
everyone
wasn't.
is compared
yes,
to you.
he was.
No, not the one I
He
had
was
at Melbourne.
he was slightly taller than you, which is fucking tiny.
Really?
No, that's my
Charlotte,
most
that's-
recent ex-boyfriend. The one in Melbourne.
Yeah, he was tiny compared to me.
He wasn't that short.
Scrawny little fucker.
Okay, someone's jealous. Dad, not now.
Should we have Jeremy on loudspeaker? Charlotte's dad is calling.
Hold on. Hi, Dad.
Yeah.
Sorry, what? You're on speaker.
Well, I've listened to the first 2 podcasts.
What did you think?
I thought they were very good. I think
Aw.
they're very, very good in the sense that you're vulnerable, both of you.
Nice.
Good one.
But you don't want to put yourself down too much, Charlotte.
Oh,
How did she
Oh,
put
this
herself
is-
down?
This is great from
Yeah, this is
Jeremy.
very sweet of you.
Jackson's here as well, Dad.
Oh, you're sniffing about, are you, Jackson?
Sorry?
Are you sniffing around Charlotte, are you?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's your future son-in-law.
Yeah, you keep well clear, Charlotte.
I'll call you back later.
No, I want to talk to you.
Oh, okay.
We're on the podcast right now, Jeremy.
Yeah. Charlotte, with the rug, do you want a heavy rug put on?
Oh, fucking hell.
Yes, please. Oh, wait.
Do you want a heavy?
I'll text you.
A heavy rug for what?
Do you need the heavy rugs on?
Yeah, but at night time, the blue one on Sovereign and the green one on Cartier.
Is this a horse store?
Right, Bo got one.
No, she doesn't have one.
Sovereign and
When am I coming on
Cartier.
the podcast?
Fucking wild.
Privilege.
Bye, Dad. Love you.
Yes.
Dilly.
Oh.
Do not take this
I love
seriously
it
at
I
all.
love it how you're
We
like,
have to
sorry,
go,
Dad,
we're
like, I'll
busy.
text you a podcast.
No.
And he goes, no.
No, you will
No.
not.
Which rug do you want on which horse?
Heroes, this will make for great listening.
Also, who came up with Sovereign and Cartier?
Well, I bought them both with their names. So Sovereign, she's like almost 30. Her full name is
30-year-old
Sovereign
horse.
Encounter.
I didn't know horses could live that long.
She's very old. That's why she needs a rug.
Is she
She's
fucked?
cold.
She's
No,
cold.
she's
cooked,
I
like-
looked after her very well. She's got at least another 3 years in her.
Fuck, that's not long. How long
You're such a horse girl.
when do you shoot them in the fucking head? Like, when do you put them down? Because that's what we would do. That's what we've done on the farm. Is when it breaks a leg, you shoot it in the face.
It was just 4 intact left.
Not in the face, in the brain, in the head.
Like a zombie.
Well, because I'm not going to pay however much it takes
$500
to get people like
-ish.
Charlotte out to kill my horse for me when I can just shoot it.
cheaper if you marry her.
Do I get free horse?
Free horse.
Do I get free horse put down?
Yeah.
Free horse assassination. I
fuck,
probably
that's
shouldn't
great.
be talking about this.
And she's got a truckload
I'm
of
the one
ketamine
saying the fuck shit. You're giving the information. It's
as
fine.
a qualified vet.
Yeah. So how much is it roughly to get your horse put down?
$500?
And do they inject it or do they just come and shoot it?
No.
I think it's done in a very ethical way, not like
Legal.
how you're
Trigger warning, do you think?
We've talked
You
Fuck
can
it.
kill them with a firearm or captive bolt if you're
Firearm. Oh, that's a
Captive
gun.
bolt. What is that, like a bolt gun?
Yeah,
Like
so
a gas bolt
firearm, like a gun, you actually need a firearm license, but a captive bolt vets can use them.
Right.
But lethabarb, the anesthetic overdose, is just easier and nicer. And I would literally, I bawl my eyes out. I have to wear sunglasses every time because I cry.
time.
So if I had to
Yeah.
shoot a
That's
horse
sad.
in the head,
You
then I
have?
would be. No, if I had to, I would be really
fucking
sad.
hell. Charlotte the sniper.
I've like shot
And
clay.
it's like, Charlotte, why are you smiling?
Why are you giggling?
You're really enjoying this, aren't you?
I've shot clay pigeons before, and the recoil of a shotgun
A
like
clay pigeon.
You don't
broke
shoot-
my shoulder
You do not
in half.
shoot horses with a shotgun. You would shoot it with a rifle.
I'm just
you don't
saying,
want to blow its head off. For fuck's sake.
I'm just saying
This is
the
how they taught us
recoil.
at veterinary school.
Jesus.
The recoil of a shotgun is
Yeah,
like
it's
breaks
really
me
bad.
in half. It's fucked.
But that's the worst recoil of pretty much any gun.
oh, okay.
Like
well,
that's about as bad as
How
it
many
gets in
gun
Australia.
experiences have you had?
this is
Well, I grew
really
up on a
Murray
farm, so I
Bridge
grew up
of you.
hunting and all that kind of thing.
Like killing kangaroos?
Yeah.
What's-
and rabbits and foxes and
And horses,
Really?
apparently.
And horses.
when
too.
we had to.
What's the biggest
Well, one of our
animal
horses
you've
was
killed?
like eating dirt. And he was fucked, so we had to shoot him. He was my horse as well.
that a
And the vet's like,
qualification?
no, it's fine. And that, yeah, we've got to shoot it.
What vet?
I think it's healthy if they eat it too, like.
No, Dad just rings me up one day and he's like, "Oh, his name was Bijou, the horse."
Bijou.
That's like the
Bijou.
club in Geordie Shore.
Yeah, and he's like, "Yeah, I had to shoot Bijou," and I'm like, you shot my horse?" Because it was my horse. And Dad's like, "Yeah, he was eating dirt and rolling around and just
Having
Oh, he
fun.
had colic.
yeah, that's what it's called. He had colic.
Chachi, she is a vet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Wow.
Yeah,
what,
he
and
had
what does that
that,
mean if
and-
they've got colic?
What is that? Why
Well,
was
colic
he
is
eating
a
dirt?
generalized term for like abdominal pain, but usually if
Do
they
I have colic?
yep. Well, babies get colic.
Have you been eating dirt? A lot of dirt.
Get the shotgun.
The shotgun out.
So babies get colic. That's when they get yellow.
No, that's jaundice.
Well, I'm not a vet.
Apparently not.
No, colic is just what you call it's like the term colic means abdominal pain, but horses can get colic and it can be as simple
so
as
it's
like
just-
they're gassy
Oh.
or it can be as really bad as their gut has like twisted over and
Probably
ruptured
that.
and they're going to die. So
Yeah.
it depends
And
on
why
like,
is dirt a sign? Is that
Yeah,
like
why
when
do they,
dogs
like,
eat grass to try
instinctively
and grow
eat
up?
dirt?
well, dirt's not really usually a part of it.
That was just yours.
No, but you said I explained what happened, and
when
you
you
were like,
said
"Oh,
the rolling
colic."
around, that's how I knew because they roll around out of pain.
Ah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've done that.
Yeah, Dad had to just bang, just put him down. Cheap too.
Our listeners are going to be crying their eyes out.
Yeah, well, you know what? That's the real world, okay, guys?
Yeah.
I didn't do it. I didn't see it happen. I imagine I probably would have
Do you
shed a tear.
seem quite like immune to stuff since growing up on a farm? Like
Yeah.
you're not like a sheltered.
Yeah, but like I'm also like I've shot. Can't even remember how many kangaroos in my
Really,
life.
people.
I've
but-
never shot or killed anything.
Yeah, it's
So what
not,
does that feel like?
It's you get used to it, but like I'm also the sort of person that if there's a spider in my house, I'll grab it and take it outside.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hate killing animals. I'm like
I would.
I do not. I
whack
don't fuck with that.
cockroaches.
Yeah, Cockroaches are disgusting though. You
Yeah.
have to little
Fuck
fuckers.
cockroaches.
And they look bad too.
Yeah.
And they smell weird when you kill them.
Really?
Ew.
Yeah, they smell
Ants
fucked.
smell weird when
Really?
you
Yeah,
squish
I
them
hate
as
the smell
well.
of ants.
I don't even like killing ants.
Oh.
I'll only kill them if I have to, like
So
if
you're
they're
a
in my
pussy.
house.
The
Yeah.
Fairbairn family's like dad shoots people, Lachlan shoots up heroin, and Jackson's
like-
recovering from a sandwich
But like in the same vein, I would rather
We can say
kill.
heroin, but not weed.
No, that's Lachlan. He's the heroin
Yeah,
man.
yeah, that's
I
right.
said.
That's
Yeah.
right.
But like in the same vein, I will kill an animal if it's suffering. You know
That's
what I mean?
very
Yeah.
fair of you.
Like
yeah.
I don't have a problem doing that. I'm at like it's not a happy medium by any means,
But you're not like a psych. You know how like the trait of a psychopath is like if they kill animals.
yeah,
as a
they
child.
love killing animals and like
Yeah.
dissecting them and
Yeah.
shit. No,
So you've never been like that.
no, I don't really
That's nice.
want to know what the insides of it look like. But I have
That's a good
like
thing to note.
We have like the reason we have killed kangaroos on the farm is because you get a permit and you can kill a certain amount a year because they're a pest in some areas, right? If you've got some certain farming stuff, right? Like crops and whatever. And
certain farming, whatever.
yeah, and so we cut the kangaroos up and freeze it and feed it to our dogs.
That's nice.
Yeah, I mean it's cheaper on dog food, so
That's true.
yeah,
And it's very good for you.
Mm.
Kangaroo meat.
yeah.
I don't
It's
like
lean,
the
it's
taste.
big gamey,
So gamey.
really
But like
strong.
the patties are really yummy.
but it's
They, like,
really
taste like
good if
burgers.
you're on a shred.
you're on a shred.
It's very
The
lean and
macros
it's very
in
high in
kangaroo
protein.
meat.
You
You're
got
fucked.
some in your freezer.
I mean protein. No, I don't actually. I've never had kangaroo before.
What?
Weirdly enough, I know.
It's gross.
I thought you'd live off that.
Yeah, you'd think so. I've always wanted to eat some
You just
kangaroo.
didn't
but
let
I'm sure.
yourself?
No, I mean we always just
it to
quickly
the dogs.
chop it up and put it in like plastic bags and put it in the freezer for the dogs.
Jeez.
And they fucking love it. Oh, they love it. God.
Oh, they go
They're
crazy
ravenous
for
for it.
Do you want more questions?
What were where did that? can't remember what we were talking about.
Can't remember.
How long
Oh,
have we
this
been
could be
going?
funny.
Something about colic.
Oh, ask him how he plans on staying relevant. I think this person means this in a nice way.
What the fuck?
With so many people making viral videos nowadays, what's his plan to evolve and stay relevant?
Okay.
Well, he's
something
on
we could-
mutual
that's
friends.
something we could all
Honestly, that's something we
think
can
of.
all ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All answer. I mean,
Yeah.
Boring question. Oh, we're all going to answer it? Or we're taking the piss?
Boring. Why is that a boring? I mean,
No, it's a great question. Let's do it.
it's just not a. It's not an inherently funny question.
No.
is what it is.
No, that's
But that's
okay.
fine. We
We're
can be
not all
serious.
about funny.
I have no idea. It picks away at
Lachlan
my
will
brain
decide.
every single day.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know what you mean.
It's always like that's the thing about the job that we do is it could for some reason just go
away at
tits
any
up
second.
at any time.
But you've been doing it for how many years now?
10.
I'm not good with
Time.
numbers. Remember?
Yeah, that's right.
You started
Sorry.
when you're 14, you're 24.
Yeah.
Oh, good job,
like
Jaxon.
10 years.
Thank you.
That's a really long time to be a creator.
Mm.
I feel like
You just have to.
sustain a
You have
career,
to watch. You just have to watch what's going well and
evolve your
adapt
comedy.
and do relevant shit.
Mm.
You have to like put out relevant content. Like sometimes I'll think of a video idea that I think is fucking hilarious, but I'll be like, people aren't going to relate to that, so I can't make it.
So do you like create content knowing what people want to watch or what you want to create?
A little bit of both. Like the way I put my creative input into it is like making my style of video, or like same with when me and Lachlan film together. It'll be a relevant topic. Like for instance, we just did a video getting KFC when you're a kid compared to
Yeah.
like getting it now, and then we just flip that and do it in our own like style,
Yeah.
and that's kind of, I guess. But you also never know.
You never know.
You never
I
know.
never know. Like when I put out a video, I'm always like, that shit. And then it
I
gets a few
fucking-
million. And then it's like, I actually really loved that one. And I knew it was
hate
going to
when
do
you
well.
put heaps of effort into a
Oh,
video
all the
and you
time.
spend longer than usual editing it, and then
Yep.
you're like, fuck, this is a banger.
Yep.
And then you post it and it
And every
fucking
time,
maybe
doesn't-
100,000 if you're lucky.
the more effort you put in, the worse it does.
Yeah. And then you quickly whip up some crap. You're like, wait, just quickly film me. I want to do something. And then, 5 million views or some stupid
And
shit.
I
like that.
always get tangled up. I'm like, no, the lighting has to be good, or
Yeah.
like this, and it's like it never actually matters,
Yeah.
or like it's not at prime time, so it's like it doesn't matter.
No,
if it's
oh.
good, it's good, and if people don't want to watch it, then it's bad.
You never know. And then TikTok tries to give you all these little tips. Like,
Yeah.
if you post longer videos, they'll
Yeah.
do. And it's like, no, shut up.
Try over 60 seconds,
Yeah.
and we'll give it a boost.
Try these hashtags.
Yeah.
So how about you fuck off?
How about you post something?
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
How about you, Chachi?
Well, no.
How do you stay relevant in
Well,
today's?
we got like 60K on a video, and I thought that was
How did
pretty
that
good.
feel? That was all you.
That was not all me.
But
that
you
was,
edit. You're in charge of the.
Are you in charge
Instagram
of the
and TikTok.
Instagram?
I've been
editing
making the clips. I learned how to use
Wow.
Premiere Pro.
You're using Premiere Pro?
It was
I don't even use
so
Premiere
hard.
Pro.
I genuinely wanted to claw my own eyes out, and then
Just watch
I
a YouTube tutorial.
Well, I tried that, and they
think
were
she
shit.
tried that?
Yeah, you think?
There's a video idea.
I literally crawled into.
God, I hate when
I
like
hate when people do
mum's
that.
friends will say that. Oh, don't make a video out of me.
No, I know. I'm like about
I'm
what
not going
to
Wasn't
to.
gonna.
Yeah, literally.
Wasn't gonna. Who are you again?
Have you done one
Mary?
funny thing?
Yeah, like what?
What's the joke?
Oh, well, like they'll spill a wine glass and go, don't put me in one of your videos.
I'm gonna see this on TikTok
Yeah.
tomorrow, aren't I?
Fuck off. Shut the fuck up.
You don't have to follow me.
Oh.
I don't want you to be
Oh
following me.
no. I hate it. It's a pet hate of mine.
Yeah.
Sorry, Shah. What were you saying?
I was going to say I learned how to use Premiere Pro, and I'm doing that. But what I was actually going to say was, I think as a follower, not being a creator myself, that like if I like someone, I'm just going to continue to. If they've made that much of an impact on me, I will just keep following them no matter what they're
Really?
doing. It's not like
For instance, on TikTok, how often do you go into TikTok and look someone up and watch their videos on purpose?
True.
well, not on TikTok, but I think to get
Instagram or YouTube.
Instagram makes sense because for the some of the what am I trying to?
What?
I was gonna say for the most part, but I mean
Oh, like
not
mostly
that.
it's like your following page.
Everyone you
your-
follow sort of
comes
comes
up.
up.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
on TikTok, you're
It's
just on
just
your
like a
For You
free-for-all,
page.
yeah.
No, but sometimes I'll accidentally go on the following page and I'm like, why am I loving all these videos? And then I realize it's creators
Yeah,
that
it's
I like
people I
haven't
follow.
seen
Yeah, I do that too.
for ages. I'm like, oh yeah, true. Or like I'll just
Or I'm like, why have I seen 8 Tilly videos in a row? What the fuck is oh, I'm on my following.
hey. So I think
Yeah.
that's how, I don't know, but like, I guess those people that are staying in my fan base, like that I'm like, oh, I love their stuff. They probably are staying relevant in some way or another. Like Alex Earl, I just eat up her content.
Is that
like
who's that?
An
What does she do?
influencer. She does
she's
like
huge.
fashion.
No, but I know her
and-
name for some reason.
She's tan. She's blonde.
Does she have a
She
podcast?
goes out,
Yeah.
hot mess, and she goes out with Braxton Berrios. He's like a NFL player.
I don't know.
You got any idea who that is, Tilly?
This one.
Alex Earl,
Braxton.
She just says these names.
His name's Braxton. That sounds so fucking made up.
American. No, he's real and he's so great. And she's
Is he hot?
She's
Jaxon,
literally
why aren't
huge.
you more like
Is he
Braxton?
super hot?
Close.
It's true.
I bet he's heaps fucking hot, isn't he?
He's hot, but it's just he like
Yeah, well, he's taken, so suck
idolizes
that.
Alex so much. Like he's such a supportive.
Idolize.
Oh.
Write that down.
Yeah.
Give me your
Be
phone.
not toxic.
Get up notes.
Okay.
Write it down.
I don't know why I'm actually.
She's like, okay, Braxton.
Anyway, back to Braxton.
So she's
He's obsessed
huge.
with Alex.
Yeah, and that's
And
why
so
he's
why
so
do you
great.
follow Alex Earl?
She's just the thing that I love the most about Alex Earl, which is why she hasn't been like a phase of an influencer I love, is that she blew up like while she was at
I'll look her up.
college, and
You'll
her
know her when you see her.
friends that she still has now that she invites along to everything are the same friends that she had in college, and they're not famous, they're not influencers. She doesn't piggyback off other influencers. She's just done really well, and
That's
she's
nice.
like now all her friends literally make a living off
That's
influencing,
so nice.
and
It
like
sounds
her
like they
core
were
group is
supportive
just
as well, like through
Yeah.
that
How do you
all.
spell
Like,
it?
She
and
just
not-
seems like a girl's girl.
not
Alex
jealous.
with an I, Alix.
What the fuck?
She's awesome.
Alex.
And she just seems like a girl's girl. And like she had a fucking awesome life and was super rich
Jesus
before she blew
fucking
up
Christ.
anyway.
She's got 4.2 million followers.
Yeah, she's huge.
What started her off? Is
She
it just
did a get
being
ready
attractive?
with me one
I think
day,
it's just
yeah, and
mainly
she
she's
did.
hot.
She did a video, and she goes, "Is this too much for a little bar in New Jersey?" And it was like her tits were literally like massive. And then it went, people were clipping it with her boyfriend and their boyfriends, and then being like, "What color was her shirt?" And they like
Oh,
can't answer it.
Really?
did that start that trend? Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's I think how she kind of blew up. But I am obsessed with her. I think she's just because she obviously is super famous, and I'm sure like her maybe she's not that cool in real life, but like she just seems super genuine.
Yeah.
Really?
She's not like trying to
would-
cock ride other influencers. She's just got her own group, and they're all just doing really fucking well.
That's nice.
Yeah,
But she
more
went to
of that.
Coachella.
come on the pod, Alex.
Oh wait, I know. Wait, this chick was hanging out with
Alex,
Sofa
if you're
Dofa at
listening.
Coachella.
Yeah, well, they got a
Oh,
photo
really?
together.
That's cute.
I swear that
There's
she
no
was
way
on-
Sofa Dofa is big enough to hang out with Alex. Oh,
I don't know.
actually,
I feel like in
maybe.
the world of girl
I think
influencers,
so, maybe.
there's a bit
Yeah.
like girls supporting girls and like
Yeah,
their
that's
friends,
true.
especially like fashion wise.
wish
Actually, no,
I
I did
Fashion
see a
wise.
Sofa Dofa video. Can you bloody start a fashion
Seriously,
brand or
why
something?
do I have to think of comedy videos? It's so exhausting. Can't I just put on lipstick?
You can.
You
You're hot
can.
enough.
You can.
Just start.
Get my
Imagine if you
tits
lost
out.
all your followers. You
I
started
know,
doing
and
Get
I'm like,
Ready with Me's and you just like plummet.
I thought I could coast on my looks. They're like, actually, no. What a wild way to find out. I'm broke.
Sorry, that was me.
What
from
about you,
Dutchy.
Jackson? What about you do like a fitness channel if comedy ever goes down the
Oh.
gutter?
I mean, I've thought about it, but I don't even post enough as it is,
You
let
could do
alone.
your journey to
you
health.
need Lachlan to instigate
tell
it all.
you what to do.
And
I've thought
then-
about it because that would also keep me very accountable. But
Oh, true.
people don't watch me because I go to the gym. You know what I mean?
They might.
They
And I,
might.
and I don't plan on ever being like fucking huge, which is
Not yet.
You
Well,
actually
true.
do look swole since the last time I saw you.
Did you
Thank
say
you.
swell?
Swole, like swollen, like gym. It's like
Oh.
a term.
well, it's a gym term.
You look
yeah.
swell.
No. Thanks. Thank you, actually. Yeah, that's really nice of you to say. I've thought about it, but like, yeah, I don't know. I don't have any qualifications and I don't really know anything other than what I've
Hey,
learnt online.
Who needs them?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine you a washed up YouTuber turned PT.
But so many people do it though.
It is. PT is like the
Or,
biggest
you know,
one.
it's another big one. People that have, and I don't want to
No shit on people. Do
fuck it. I'm not going to say any names specifically, but there's a lot of people that used to try and do, I don't know, maybe comedy videos or something else.
yes, and then they pivot when
flip
it
to
does-
something
yes.
like cooking.
Yes,
Because cooking
yes,
is
yes.
so fucking huge.
so like foolproof too.
yeah, and all you got to do
Because
is
even if it fails, you're like, I'm the clumsy cook. I don't know, like, and you can't
I'm the
taste
drunk.
You can't taste the food
I'm
through the
the
screen.
guy that
Right.
drinks when he cooks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the critics aren't there. You're not eating
The
the,
pivot
food.
is crazy.
It's not subjective. Whereas
But,
comedy is like,
yeah.
you're not making me laugh. You failed.
Yeah, exactly. I don't
Yeah.
know.
But that's always
I could always pivot to cooking, I guess.
Maybe not.
Yeah, probably not.
Do you cook at all?
No.
No.
I've the
Jackson
most
posts
fucked
on
diet.
his story like
Yeah.
frozen protein
I have
pizza.
Yeah.
I have the most fucked diet. Everything that I eat is pretty much like frozen or like refrigerated.
You strike me as someone who's just like, what are the proteins,
All
the
I
macros,
care about are
the
the macros.
grams.
Yeah.
And then if it tastes like shit, if it's just like straight up creatine, you're like, that's it. That's good.
I used to be so bad with my eating though. Like I used to fucking starve myself.
Oh,
Back in the
really?
day, yeah. And I'm pretty sure I probably had an eating disorder
Probably.
back in the day.
Hey,
That's
you
what that
guys can
is.
connect over that.
I had a
we can.
terrible relationship with food. At some points I was eating like a salad every 2 days.
Can I break something to you right now?
What?
You still do have a terrible relationship with
No,
food
I don't.
because you're subjecting yourself to eating literal sludge to get your macros in.
No, I like my diet now.
No.
It's good.
You know what you could have? A nice like omelet in the morning. You can
I do
settle-
sometimes.
A steak with broccoli and
I do
sweet
I do those
potato.
things sometimes, but I just am so lazy that when I
But you
find
have all the time in the
when I
world.
find like a set
You
of what works
literally
for me,
don't
I'll
have
just-
a job.
Yeah, I know that.
And even the
I'm
so-called job
exhausted
you
all the
do
time
have, Lachlan takes all the
I'm exhausted all the time
responsibility.
because I'm only eating 1,600 calories a day.
You're just brain dead from no
God.
food.
What
Yeah.
type of person is he?
Wait,
Oh my god! In our fucking house,
Jackson's hitting the vape
Special
right now.
edition one.
Is this a
Look at
low
the gold
calorie?
embellishment.
look at this face of the anti-vape campaign. I'm copying this and
yeah.
fucking posting it on TikTok.
Wait,
you
can we
piece of
mention
shit.
You
Yes.
can't. I don't need more out there, Charlotte.
Jackson posted a photo of me, him, and Jordan, and he has a vape in his hand. And then he was on the anti-vaping campaign. There was
the
like a whole
face
news
of
article about
Okay,
him.
not my fault that they did some digging about me. And also,
Maybe you should
yeah,
look at
okay,
your
it's
recent
unfortunate.
posts on Instagram.
It's unfortunate that you got plastered everywhere for that. This photo of me, you, and Jordan.
No one knows who I am though.
Did they take it down? They like redacted it, but they were like, you can't be the face of it anymore.
yeah.
You vape.
I lost out on.
How much?
$1 billion.
No, it was like I don't know, like 30 grand or something.
Oh my god.
It's a lot of money.
And that's not an exact number, but like it felt like a lot at
And
the
it
time.
didn't. It is a lot at
Was
still
Lachlan
it's
annoyed
a
at
lot
you?
all the
all
time.
the time.
Yeah,
You
that
didn't
kind of
think
sucked.
to like just hide the vape for a week.
Well, no,
or-
these were all
Old photos.
I had quit at, or I was
Oh.
quitting at this time, and they found all these photos from back in the day.
Oh my God.
And
Your digital footprint, it'll follow you. I can tell you that.
for not doing the proper research.
but also at the same time, like that's me. Fucking sorry. Like
hey, I'm me and I don't
okay,
apologize.
look at it like this. Look at it like this. If I was a what's it called? A crackhead in remission, like I was sober,
yeah.
would I not be the perfect person to tell people not to smoke crack?
Because then you two could
I
end
know what
up
it's
looking
like.
like this. Yeah.
Because I know exactly what it's like. So that's a lot of people said to me, "Are you not the perfect person for an anti-vape campaign?"
Because you've been through it.
Someone
and now
who
you're on the
was-
other side.
someone who was
you never
addicted?
pushed back. them?
Nah. We just thought, okay, say
You
nothing.
just thought 30 grand. What's that? I'll make it with my
Nothing.
next reel.
Yeah, fuck it.
That's me.
Chump change for Jaxon.
Heat up another beef stew.
It's actually not chump change for me. I'm in severe tax debt at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did your account
I'm not in
message
severe
as
tax
well?
debt, but I've had to give a lot of money to
Jaxon
the
hasn't
tax
paid
man.
tax for like 10 years.
No, I've paid it all now.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
The tax
I
man,
hate
am I
it.
right?
Every time I pay them, I'm like, why do you get this money? Why?
Mm-hmm.
It's so much money. Like,
You know what? You have to reframe it and say, I'm in a very privileged position to be
yeah,
paying
you're right.
this
You're
much
100%
tax.
correct.
But fuck them.
Motherfuckers are just stealing from me. It feels disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh.
Goes to the hospitals,
Yeah,
the
and the
schools, the
children.
roads. You drive on those roads.
Yeah, but then I hate when I see something that's government mandated that I hate, and I'm like,
Like what?
I'm like,
paid
oh,
for
so
that.
that's why my tax money's
You're
going
not that
to
kind of
that
a body.
crap. Or if I drive
hate
over a
this
bumpy
government
road,
mandated.
if I drive over a bumpy road, I'm like, oh, so I pay all this fucking money in tax, and you can't even fix the fucking roads.
You're going to be such a delightful old person.
I don't know if you're going to make
Yeah.
it to old age.
I'd love to see. I wish there was a way of following where your money actually goes to.
That would be cool.
I wish it had its own little digital footprint, and you could see what it's being spent
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
oh.
what? Excuse me?
But your actual
really?
own personal money?
Tom, tell more. What the hell?
Wow.
Tom just said they break it down in your tax and tell you where it goes.
I'd love to be like,
Wow.
you can pick.
That's really cool.
Well, I will be following that up.
God
think we're
forbid
just
it's spent on
uneducated.
something that I don't want it to be spent on.
They better watch themselves.
We should get to choose.
That's what I was going to say.
maybe
Like,
that's
I'll
like a
pay my
cool-
tax if
Oh,
I get to
yeah.
choose.
Let's start a party.
I don't know anything about politics at all.
Oh, be careful. People will fucking chew you
They'll-
out for saying
yeah.
that while we're about to go into
What
an
a-
election.
You know what?
Privilege
I
to
don't
not
give a
know.
fuck. I'm
Well, then you're
Jaxon.
stupid.
maybe cut that out.
Yeah. Fucking yeah.
Maybe
I was
edit
about
that.
to like get
Out of
defensive just for
everything.
my own reputation.
I think
Yeah.
yeah, so that's a thing. And I don't think I ever will because I know nothing and I can't be bothered doing the research. And I've got too much shit to worry
Don't you get
about.
fined?
You do get fined.
For what?
Even
no,
if you're
no,
not
no, no,
enrolled.
not if you're not enrolled.
No, it's heavier. You'll hit your 30th
'cause to
birthday,
them, I'm-
50K.
To them, I'm an idea. I'm not. I don't,
no,
You have a
no.
birth
You
certificate.
exist.
I don't
You're-
exist to them. No,
you're
because I'm not on
You
their
know how you
radar.
thought you
But
could
you're
get
a
away with
registered
not paying
person.
tax?
I didn't think that. I knew I was going to have to pay tax
Yeah,
at some
well,
stage.
eventually you're going to have to pay like a lot of money for not voting. Anyway, we're going to cut this out
That's
anyway because
tomorrow,
Jackson's
Jackson's
going to get
problem.
cancelled.
Yeah, next week Jackson can worry about that.
This is just like when I had a gym bill because
Oh.
you got something to say?
Yeah. You go first, though. It's you go.
Well, it's just the thought of like putting something off, they'll never catch me, or it's like future use problem.
Yeah.
So like when I was 18 again, a lot of things happened that year. So I wanted to quit the gym and it was like an $80 fee to quit. And at the time I did not have $80. And I was like,
fucked.
yeah. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. Like, no, I'm quitting because I can't afford the gym because I don't have a job. And so I can't pay like $80 to quit. So then they sent me a letter saying you owe $80 and I just hit it. And then
Yep,
they
nice.
sent me another one and I hit it again and again.
Classic.
And I lived at home, of course. And then there was like a pile up. And the irony is it then got so far, it went to a debt collector. And my very first job out of school was working at a debt collection agency. And so
Hilarious.
this full life circle, full circle, like
Moment.
the people I was working with would call me up and be like, you have money to pay. And I'd be like, how's it going without me there? And so
That's hilarious.
$80 turned into $1,600.
Holy fuck. Sorry.
That's
Which is
ridiculous.
crazy.
How can they even?
Yeah.
I don't
And
know.
so one day I was at mum's house or something, and then dad found the envelope. I don't know. I got sloppy, and he
You dropped the
found
ball.
and he found the
dropped the ball.
envelope. He opened up and he was like, "Till, what's this?" And I was like, "I don't know what to do, and I can't afford it." And I freaked out, and I just kept putting it off. And he's like, "Why didn't you ask me to like loan you $80 when it was
Only $80?
Only $80, and how did we get here?" And on top of $1,600 fine, I had been blacklisted. My name had been put on some like debt thing where I couldn't like take out a loan in the future. We had a lot of work to clean up.
Really?
So we had to
like,
go to
fucks your
the
credit
We had to
score.
go to the
Wait,
gym.
really?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what happened? Did you pay it?
Yeah, so dad paid it, and then I, over like 5 years, paid him back. We also
Jesus.
bought the owner of the gym a nice bottle of wine and like pleaded him to remove my
No.
name and like all this stuff. And I was just like, okay,
Was
lesson
it like
learned.
was it like a one person owns the gym kind of vibe? Like was it not a chain?
No, it was a chain,
It was
but
a
I
chain.
think like the
Because
guy. Yeah.
at this point I think I probably owe Fitness First about 10 grand
What for? For your gym
because
fees?
I just one day stopped going and
never.
they
paid.
said, "Hey, you owe us this money," and I just I couldn't be bothered cancelling it, and so yeah, is that going to fuck my credit score? It's still ongoing now to this
Have
day.
you been chased by a debt collector? Like, have you got emails being
Well-
like, you're now going to be chased by a debt collector?
Yeah, they used to email me heaps, and I just they used to email me and text me and ring me, and I just sort of ignored it, and now I don't really get anything. So I think I'm clear, right?
Hey,
Let's
maybe
go to
you
the bank
won.
tomorrow.
I think I won. I think I
Damn,
won.
I wish I'd
I think I win.
I wish I'd called their bluff.
Fantastic. And it's
Chachi,
not-
when's your debt coming?
I've
You got
got a big
you gotta
hex
get
debt.
blacklisted. It's
I know
so
I gotta
fun.
you got to get a black dot. I've got a massive hex debt still to pay off, but
Yes.
I don't get a choice. It just comes out of my now non-existent paychecks.
That's
so,
nice. That'll be
Yeah.
interesting.
you don't get a choice?
Don't
no,
you have to
it just
earn
like
a certain amount for them to deduct it?
yeah.
Do they deduct it automatically?
Yeah.
Well, I think
Christ.
it's just like when you get paid and you get taxed, your employer has to tax you a little bit more. I don't fucking know how it works, but you get more. You get taxed more.
These two are university educated.
Wait, so if you have a job, it's
Yeah, look at that, Jaxon.
possible not to pay
Hey.
off your.
Well,
that's
these
here?
are our two qualifications.
My
Nice.
literal fucking
Bachelor of Veterinary Biology, Bachelor of Veterinary Science.
with distinction. Thank you.
With
Did you know
distinction.
Chachi's ducks?
Really?
Oh, my medal's not here anymore. I got a medal and I had it in here, but I had to take it back to graduation.
Ducks means the best in the year, right?
Means
yeah.
Is
Best
that
in
for
the year and the
everything or-
first to leave
or-
the profession.
That's kind of a flex, honestly.
Yeah, no, I'm like, yeah.
You do
I
the
know.
best, and then you're like,
I
fuck
don't really
this.
want to. I'm a bit
You
podcaster.
come out and you're like,
yeah.
I mean, that was kind of fun for a while.
yeah, just a little
I don't know.
hobby.
You're still doing that? I got bored.
People must be, surely there are people out there that are quietly pissed at you, that you did the best out of everyone, and now you're just like, nah, I'm going
I
to try
think they-
something else.
I think they probably. I don't know.
Were you
they
that
probably
annoying
hate
person
me.
that could like just do the assignment the night before and still get an
Still
A?
get.
No, I like. I
HD,
did flog
high
myself. Yeah, that is university
Good job.
jargon. No, I did
I
study
learned that
really
the other
hard.
day.
Because you didn't
Did
go to
you?
uni.
Well, someone said to me,
Did
"Oh,
you?
she got a HD," and I was like,
the
"High
fuck's that?
definition,
a high.
high,
And
what?
high definition
A
video.
high definition for
Yeah.
the assignment." Are you fucking crazy?
Now who's educated?
What is this lingo? But no, yeah, I got
yeah. We
corrected.
both didn't do uni.
No,
Unless
like, fuck no.
no.
Were
I
you,
tried.
you tried?
I did. I did 3 days of early childhood teaching.
Wow.
And after 3 days,
You'd be
I
the cutest
really
little
poor
teacher.
or I realized my true purpose early on.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then I took a gap year, and then the next year I went back and did 3 months this time
Really?
of Bachelor of Arts, and actually it was Dad who said, "Till university's not for you," and he talked me out of it. I said I was happy to go. I just wanted an education. And he said, "No, don't waste your time."
No.
Yeah. I didn't even. As soon as I finished school, I knew I was never going to university.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I just couldn't imagine. What I don't understand, right? This is something that irks me. People that go to school for 13 years is high school, like primary school, high school, 13 years. Then going to uni for 3 or 4 years.
Primary school. Oh,
And then going
17, but yeah.
and then becoming a teacher and
And they're
going
in
back
school
to
for their
school.
whole life.
I just cannot even fathom that.
I
That
know.
sounds crazy to me.
But some people really like that security and like the sense of community of going back
I know
to school where they
some
really
people
fit
do.
in and
Like enjoy teaching. I guess.
I wanted to
Yeah.
be a
For what
teacher.
reason?
What sort of teacher?
A science teacher.
That's-
I really wanted to be a teacher. And
Like
then I was like,
biology
I
or-
guess I'll do vet. Yeah, biology. But I think in high school you have to do all science. But I was like, I'll be a great teacher.
Yeah, you would.
So
You'd be
You probably
hot
would be.
teacher.
You probably would be a good teacher.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to pick up the year 12s because I'm still single.
You'd lose your job.
Some of them are 18.
That's why you would have lost your job at the school.
Well, it's been real.
Wow. How long have we been chatting for?
Bloody hell.
God, time flies when you're a piece of shit, doesn't it?
How long have you been thinking of
for,
that one?
since he started.
that was just off the dome. That was just
Off
straight
the
out the
dome.
gates.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me,
It
honestly.
was really fun.
This
and
was
our
so
first
fun.
ever
Thanks for letting me be the
guest.
first guest.
Any little tips for us to be better hosts in the future?
Maybe get another chair. Maybe another chair. Other than that, no,
look,
but
that's
I've been
fair.
comfortable this whole time. So
Did you have
Both
fun?
numb.
yeah, I did have fun.
Oh,
Good.
good.
I did. I don't think I've wasted my time or anything.
Would you recommend this podcast to a friend?
Yeah. Is that? Do I
You'll
have
get
to?
a discount code.
I've had lots of people message me saying we've listened to the girls podcast
Really?
and we love it. Yeah.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
nice.
Thank
Still
you,
didn't
everyone.
follow you guys, but
Yeah,
No,
you little-
hey,
it's fine.
we'll get you.
no, I reckon. Yeah. No, keep it up.
Thanks.
Thanks, Jackson.
Well
You know
done.
what?
A
We are
10-year
now.
veteran.
Also, go and listen to my podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
The
What have you
Fairbairn-
got? What have
the
you got
Fairbairn
going on?
podcast. Just that, the Fairbairn podcast on everywhere you get your podcasts, and
Mm-hmm.
follow me on Instagram.
You know what? We just
I
can we.
guess.
I know we've gone over time, but your phone did get stolen when we were in the UK.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, wait, this is funny.
This is really
Oh
funny.
yeah, that's right. I was
This is
with
a
you guys
great
around that
story.
time.
Yeah, yeah. So like
Do you want me to
theft of phones.
do you want me to give a brief
yeah,
synopsis?
Just, yeah.
Okay, so I'm in London for a couple of months. It was going very well, and then this one night I got really, really, really drunk, and I was going to see my then girlfriend at her hotel. I probably shouldn't have left the house. Like I was just not in the state to leave the house. I went there and I was out, and this is at like 4:30 in the morning, maybe even 5 o'clock, and I was out the front just walking around trying to get in the hotel. they wouldn't let me in because, you know, like when it gets
'Cause
to
you were
like
drunk.
4:30, the automatic doors stop working for the hotel. You can't just walk in. You've got to like get buzzed in.
Yeah.
So I was at that stage, and obviously I would have looked pretty disheveled, so they didn't let me in.
Was this the hotel she was at with her family? And this is what you turned up to?
She was in a separate room.
Oh, okay. I'm picturing
had
her
her own
whole
room.
family looking at the little camera
No,
going,
they all
"Who's
had
this?"
like separate rooms. It was strange.
Oh, okay.
And then and she had fallen asleep, so I'm out the front like, let me in, please. I swear to God, I don't. Anyway, and then so I'm ringing her, trying to get a hold of her, and I just had like a lapse of judgment. Is that what you call
Yeah.
it? And I just forgot that I was in London,
Yeah.
and that you can't just like have your phone in your hand on
Yeah.
the street. And I was standing there, and then this guy comes up out of nowhere and starts like yapping to me, trying to sell me something. I think he was trying to sell me drugs. And I was like, oh, dude, I don't
Not
fucking
now.
have I don't know, man. I don't have time for this, please. Just. And then I was like pacing back and forth, trying to get away from him. And then he was talking to me, and I had my phone in my hand, like waiting for a reply. And then out of nowhere, this other dude sort of slowly walked up. I didn't really think much of it because I was off my head. And then all of a sudden, he's like running off, and I look at my hand, and my phone's not there anymore. And I was like, I reckon it would have been like 5 whole seconds where I was like, where's my
fuck?
Did I drop my phone? Where's my phone gone? Where's my phone?
Oh, my God. So
And then I look at him, and I hobble over to the road, and he's just fucking gone. Like he was the fastest man on the
bike, or
planet.
he
No, he was on
ran?
foot.
on foot.
Luckily for him, I had 2 broken toes at the time,
You're an absolute mess.
and I couldn't run
broken
after him
toes.
because my
Why
foot
did you
didn't
have
work.
2 broken toes? I completely forgot this part.
Because at a Christmas dinner, I was wrestling with a mate and I kicked the fridge really hard accidentally. And then,
Did you win the wrestle?
I mean, apparently not. I come off worse than he did.
True.
And then, yeah, he tried to put my toes back in place, but he went the wrong way and made them worse.
What do you mean
and
back
then-
in place? They were like dislocated?
Yeah, they were like all mangled over each other and
Are
fucked.
these the 2 little ones?
The 2,
Middle.
so you've got your pinky,
Yep.
the 2 next to the pinky
Yeah,
going
right.
inwards. Those 2 were just fucked. They're still fucked now. They're fused. The knuckles don't bend anymore.
What do you mean? They're fused.
Well, they're like
They're just like,
I can do
arthritic.
this.
Yeah.
That's not a good. I shouldn't do. Okay, no, I can like. There's no way I can do it.
Fine.
There's no way I can do it.
You lost your phone, and basically, I just want to say you were so unfazed. The fact your whole career and livelihood is centered around your phone.
Oh, quickly, they took all my money. They hacked my phone, stole like over 10 grand. They hijacked my TikTok. They were texting people trying to get money off everyone I know and like all this shit.
They messaged your mum asking for money,
and she
was aware your phone was stolen.
Mum was pretty fucking stupid during this whole thing.
And then she transferred money to the same account.
I messaged her on my girlfriend's phone and I said, "Hey mum, I know this is unfortunate, but this is what's happened. My phone's been stolen. I need you to send me my own money." Because she controlled my big bank account, like with all my savings in it. I was like, "I need you to send me enough to buy a new phone." She sends it to my old card that's been compromised that they're spending it on. So they're just spending my card and going, "Oh, there's another
cool.
3.5 grand.
We just got
Sweet.
paid.
Wow."
We just got paid.
And then I messaged mum and I'm like, "Wait, let me send you the details." And she goes, "What do you mean? I've just sent you the money." And I'm like, "Mum, you fucking God Christ." And then she was like, "Well, I don't know." Anyway, and then I came and hung out with you guys.
Yeah. So with literally you showed up like that homeless man in Home Alone with your beanie on and your fingerless gloves, and you just dunked out like the most.
It would have been like over 30 pounds of coins.
And it was just like, I want like a constant noise effect of like coins just like constantly falling, because that's how it felt, like one after the other.
Because I couldn't, all my cards got frozen. Bank accounts got frozen.
Wreck.
And so I had to get mum to send my friends money so I could take cash out.
And it was like the middle of winter. I don't know. It was just
actually
everything
fucked.
was just so
It was
depressing.
raining. It was wet. I was staying on a friend's couch.
You were sleeping on a couch.
Had 2 broken toes. Phone got stolen.
Was that your?
I also split my head open like a week later.
What?
We were in the country for this. We were at one of my friend's girlfriend's like parents' place. She's from the UK. And we were just at this pub, and we were moving to the next pub, and my mate quickly got up and he was like, "Come on, let's go." And so I quickly got up as well and beelined it for the door. And there's this low beam right in front of the door, and I just fucking steamrolled it.
Do you have a scar? Where?
I don't have a scar. It's like it's somewhere up
in
here.
there.
Yeah,
Top of your head.
and
That's
because I like
the soft spot.
I put my head down to like walk out, and I whacked my head, and I was like, "Oh,
Did you get
fuck."
a concussion?
I'm probably, I don't
Probably
know.
still
We
going.
just sort of forgot about it. And I said to my friend, I was like, "That felt really fucking weird. I don't like how that felt." And he's like, "Shut up, come on." And then we go to the next place, and I'm like scratching my head because it felt really weird. And I look at my hand, and it's just like covered in blood.
Your fingers are like a centimeter
like
deep into your skull.
I'm like touching my
your
skull.
frontal lobe.
And I'm like, "Yeah, that's odd." And there's like all this dried blood. And then I just sort of left it. And
What?
yeah, I just left
You
it.
didn't go to the doctor?
Nah.
That's
I had way too much on my plate, Tilly.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
That's insane. I freak out about head injuries.
Yeah, head injury
'Cause-
scare me.
Well,
And
I
you
was
reckon
also
such
very
a
drunk
bleed.
at the time, so I didn't really
well,
care.
that's why.
Yeah. I was like, whatever.
Sometimes it's a blessing to be unbothered.
And it wouldn't have hurt as much as if I was sober, I imagine.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
To bring it back, you lost your phone. Thank God Lachlan like runs your account, because then you said something
Yeah.
about following you on Instagram, but like, is that still applicable since
Yeah, it
it's
is.
all
Instagram. I've gotten everything back now.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Even
But-
TikTok.
Yeah, I've got
Wait,
my
how
TikTok
did that
back,
happen?
but
You-
they've deleted all my videos.
Bastards.
All my repertoire is gone. Not on TikTok. I mean, not on Instagram though. I've got everything back on Instagram.
Can you repost it? Are they like somehow in your iCloud that you could?
Yeah, I could probably get
really
the
don't
videos
care enough.
somehow, but I think I'll just start from scratch and just post what I
year,
would post.
new
Yeah,
you.
because like, it just annoys me because there was videos with like over 10 million views and stuff.
Oh, really?
That are gone forever.
What if
now.
you recreate it? Like you just thought.
I could
of the
probably
idea.
find the video. Like
And just post it again.
I could, but then it probably won't do as well, and it's just annoying, you know.
That's so annoying.
But like, you know, is what it is.
There's something in that, you know how like Buddhists create a whole mandala and then they just sweep it away.
Mm.
That's like all your work. You're just like,
Whatever.
hey,
gone.
unbothered.
That just goes to show everything can be
Like
gone
that.
in the blink of an eye.
This too
Yeah.
shall pass.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Exactly.
All right. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Bye, Jaxon. Bye,
Bye-bye.
Jaxon. Bye, everybody. Bye, Donkey.